Hey, yo, people. So, just checked out. You are not invited to my bar mitzvah, right? Which is the new Adam Sandler joint. It is directed by Sammi Cohen, written by Alison Peck, and adapted from Fiona Rosenbloom's book of the same name, which came out in 2005. Okay. It is produced by Tim Herliffy, Eliza Kopelowitz Dutton, Leslie Morgenstein, and Adam Sandler. It is co-produced by Joseph Vesey, Eli Thomas, Brian Robinson, and David M. Bernstein. Executive produced by Barry Bernardi, Greg Denny, Kevin Grady, Jute Mool. Associate produced by Sarah Sarados, and Kendall Butcher. Esty Haim and Amanda Yamat handled the music. Ben Hardwick, cinematography. Jamie Keeney and Brian Robinson edited the piece. Melissa DeLiza was on casting duties. Art direction, we have Alexandria Marakovich. Set decoration, Julia Altschul. Geordie Scheinberg handled the costume design. Hair and makeup, Gary Archer, Scooter Boyd, Amber Chase, Charlotte DeLette, Scott Keller, Christina Kovos, Mandy Leons, Nim McMahon, Sarah Milk, Ann Palla, and Sylvia Plattis. And the cast. Well, it was a bit of a Sandler affair. We have got Jackie Sandler as Gabby Rodriguez Katz. Adam Sandler is Danny Friedman. Sadie Sandler is his eldest daughter, Ronnie Friedman. And Sonny Sandler is his youngest daughter, Stacy Friedman. Now, Lydia Rodriguez Katz, the daughter of Gabby, is played by Samantha Lorraine, and Gabby's husband is played by Luis Guzman. So, yeah. Our other peoples in the film, jeez. So, Danny's wife, Brie, is played by India Menzel. We have got Dylan Hoffman as Andy Goldfarb, who is the spanner in the works for Lydia and Stacy. There is Sarah Sherman, who plays Rabbi Rebecca. Dan Bula is Cantor Jerry. Ido Mazzeri is DJ Shmuley. Jackie Hoffman is Irene. Dean Scott Dean Scott Vasquez is Matteo. Right, Dylan's Andy's friend. We've got Kim Chang Cohen, who's played by Maya Check. Megan Levy is played by Ivory. Yeah, it's played by Ivory Baker. There's Tara, played by Dylan Chloe Dash. Nikki, who is one of Stacy and Lydia's great friends. She is played by Millie Thorpe, and their other good friend, who is, I think it's Anya, right? I think it's Anya, played by Casey Bella Suarez. We've got to do Ronnie's best friend, Zara, is played by Zara Kutumpura. There's Aaron, played by Judd Goldstein. Nikki's mum is played by Grace Thompson. Bella is played by Bunny Levine. Julie is played by Beth Hall. Sylvia is played by Alison McKay. Andy's grandma is played by Brewer Copperman. Concessions guy is played by Joseph Vesey. Yeah, I feel those are our main players in the piece, right? So, yo, I will say this. I really like this film. I thought this was so much fun. So much fun. There's a few things I learned, right, watching this film. Well, firstly, right, it's a bar mitzvah, but it's spelled bat. It's not spelled bar. Like if it was BAH, I feel it would make more sense. It's like bat mitzvah, but it's bar mitzvah. Yeah, it's odd. Now, I've not come across a female rabbi before. So that was interesting. You know, I've just not seen a female rabbi. Now, obviously, right? Yeah, Sarah Shimon is not a rabbi, but you know what I mean? The fact that she's playing a rabbi must mean there are female rabbis. I'd imagine, right? So I thought that was interesting. I have no clue what a cantor is. No clue what a cantor is. I thought it was you know, part man, part horse. But no, not in this. Right? So yeah. But no, this was fun. You know, it looks like having a bar mitzvah was a ball. Not sure about booking DJ Schmoley, though he did tear it up at the end. So I might book him for the wedding. You know what I mean? Have a little music playing. I have to give him a playlist though. But yeah, listen, there's a load of films. You know, obviously this film was not made for me, right? And that's the thing. Watching a lot of films like this, right? They don't always hit, right? Because you're not the target audience. But this, I don't know what it was, right? Because everything felt natural, right? This, like, they felt like there was great chemistry between everyone involved, you know, and obviously when all the Sandlers are in it, so the sisters, you know what I mean? Stacy and Ronnie, they're actually sisters. So that chemistry is a natural thing. But Stacy and Lydia, you know, the chemistry between Sonny and Samantha, it felt like they were genuinely best friends, you know? And then you throw in their other posse members, you know, that oh no, Tara. Jesus Christ, I'm a moron. It's Nikki and Tara. Yeah. That you throw in them two. Yeah, it felt like this fun little unit, The Mean Girls, it played as mean, but it played like naturally mean, right? It didn't feel too forced or anything like that. I thought this was a lot of fun. Now, obviously, right? I probably Hebrew school isn't as fun as what we saw it to be in this, but it still worked. Right? It still worked. Like it was, it was over the top and all of that, but you were just like, you know just songs and just all of that. It was like, all right, this is cool. This is cool. you know like the bit on the ledge, because a lot of times this would be played where that happens and then everyone is laughing and blah, blah, blah. But the girls were just like, what are you saying? It's a natural fucking thing. So although, right, obviously, if that happened to you, you would feel like, oh god damn it. And it's not the fact that it probably came out, but it's in public. Anything in public is just mortifying, right? Even though it's a natural thing, happens to everyone, it's still gonna be mortifying. But the fact that, yeah, all the girls were like, so what? I thought that was good. It makes sense. There's, obviously, people are gonna laugh, but then when you think about it, it's just like, yeah, what's happening, man? This is just happens to everyone. Ain't no big deal, So I thought just those little things just really made this film just, pop that little bit extra for me anyway, because it just felt, like that just school thing, right? You could think about, oh man, yeah, when I was at school, that was like, like just even the burns, when Stacy says Lydia's got hairy nipples, and it's just like, oh, how did I don't? I mean, how do I? Because you've seen it's just those conversations, and it's just like, it's not true. You made this shit up, but you don't want to admit it. Don't want to admit it. Yo. So yeah, it just the burns worked, like the things that were pulling them apart. You were just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Just all of those, the shopping trips, the cinema, all of these things, right? They just, you know what I mean? It was just great. It was just the ending. Jesus Christ. I was just like, oh man, that's so nice. The ending was so fucking nice. I was just, yeah. That hits you where it's you know what I mean? Where it's meant to hit you. Hits you where it's meant to hit you, people. That was some sweet ass shit. But also not in a corny way, right? You definitely feel that that's something that could happen, right? I think that was a big thing. All the things were like in the film are things that you think, right, that could happen, right? I can see that being a thing. The music was fun, you know, the stupidness at the bar mitzvahs, everyone jumping around and having fun, which actually captured a party vibe, right? There's oftentimes in these things you see like what's meant to be a disco or something, and it's just like there's not enough people in there. You never have that much room. Like, what is, but this, it felt like a vibe, right? Felt like a vibe. So I'm just like, yo, okay, okay, you know? I thought the camera work was great, like the zoom in and just the really focusing on those moments that were like mortifying, or when someone's trying to relay that thing, that shock, that forgive me, you know what I mean? Just all of that just works. It works, and it's like, for me, when you compare this to other kind of teen stuff, like, to all the boys that you loved before, right? This I thought was so much better. You know what I mean? Just like those ever after films, just yeah, I honestly thought this was so much better. It was weird seeing Sandler's kids, because man, I just remember from This Is 40, right? When they're fucking tiny. That's like, it reminded me of my friend Chris and Donna's kids, right? Because I remember seeing them at my friend Cindy's wedding, and they were tiny, friggin' tiny. Next thing you see them, they're like up here. It's just like Cindy and Harry's daughter Ava, and Jack. They were again tiny, up to my friggin' knees. They're grown ass people now. It's so weird, like seeing kids and then they grow. I mean, yes, I understand how that sounds. That sounds so stupid, right? Because obviously people grow, but in your head, you always think of them as these tiny motherfucking people, and then they're there. So yeah, it was crazy seeing them. But I think if you like, ooh, well, I thought Spanglish was sweet, right? And this is sweet, right? This is nice. It's funny and it's wholesome without trying to be really preachy. But even the bits in it where they're like, oh, you can't say that. That's not PC, right? Like, it wasn't over the top, right? And it felt kind of tongue in cheek, right? It didn't feel preachy, or it's like, this is a message that we're trying to, you know what I mean? So yeah, all of that worked. So yes, anyway, like yeah, This Is 40. If you like This Is 40, you would like this. Right? So just think of those sorts of films like Big Daddy, you know? Like, if you enjoy a fun Adam Sandler film and you enjoy a nice comedy, right? And this kind of felt like those. Now, it's not as crazy as a super bad, right? Or anything like that. But it did kind of still feel a bit like those old school comedies in a way, you know? But yeah, it's on Netflix. I thought it was dope. So yeah. You know what I mean? If any of those things resonate with you people, then you will want to check out You Are Not Invited to My Bar Mitzvah.